was never located, is that correct?
We had a projectile. That's what we found, just pieces of it,
Okay.
fragments.
And you had put in your report that you believed it had fallen out during when the victim drove away?
It's a possibility. There's a lot of possibilities.
So my question is, how would it have fallen out? How could you explain it falling out? Could you explain that to me?
It depends where the bullet hole or the projectile goes into a vehicle. There's several, a vehicle is not sealed, all sealed up so there's not ever breathing or anything like that. So there's holes in it, and there's ways that, let's say like venting and that type of stuff for a vehicle. So when a vehicle is in motion, it moves, right? It rocks, it goes over bumps. That's why they have shock absorbers. So anything that's on top, it's just like when you accidentally leave your coffee on top of your vehicle and you drive off. It's a good chance it's going to fall off, and it's the same as a projectile on a vehicle also.
Okay. So how far down were the fragments that you found into the hole that was made in the Tesla?
It was located by another detective, but it was easy enough for us to retrieve.
So like
it
inside the hole somewhere.
Yes.
But just so I understand, the bullet breaks apart, is that correct?
Yes.
And so maybe the majority fell out and those pieces were left inside.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how much of the bullet was taken apart or how much damage that bullet or projectile would have had.
Okay. But some of the pieces could be in there and the majority of it could fall out?
That's the theory, yes.
And it wouldn't be wedged in?
We didn't locate anything that was wedged in.
But that could have been due to just driving around the block because, like you said, the car jostles.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
If the car had not been in motion, then the bullet should have been intact. Is that correct?
No, when a bullet hits, it depends on the type of bullet, frangible or non, the make, the model. If it hits a solid object, bullets have different properties. So some will break apart a little easier than others. Some will go right through. It just depends on the make and the model of the bullets.
Okay. So no testing was done on this bullet to find out what kind of bullet it was?
The projectile.
Correct. I mean, no.
I did not send it for testing.
Okay. Is that something that could be found out?
What do you mean?
What kind of bullet it was from the fragments?
I believe there's a test that possibly does it.
And you didn't think that was necessary?
I was not the case detective on this.
So since those bullet fragments were not tested in any way, the markings on there that you had testified to yesterday that were copper were part of the jacket, is that correct?
The coloring?
Yes.
The color, yes.
So that's just from a visual, that's not from any kind of testing of the copper, is that correct?
Right.
Okay, so just looking at it.
It's the color.
Okay. That color, copper color, could have been from the Tesla itself?
I didn't see any copper coloring on the outside of that Tesla.
And then when you said you canvassed the neighborhood, or the Gilbert Police Department canvassed the neighborhood, there was no camera coverage to your knowledge, is that correct?
People I talked to did not have any. I believe there was camera footage found by other detectives or officers, yes.
Oh, there was?
Possibly, yes.
The schedule for today, I'd like to finish the witness that was on the stand yesterday, if he could come up.
And then Judge, just for scheduling, I have one civilian witness who only had a Ring camera. She is very fast. I would like to, after Detective Ferrer is done, put her on quickly before we recall Brandon, just so she isn't waiting around. fact that the molding was broken and that there's a divot in the glass and the glass was completely shattered impact whether or not all those fragments or pieces of that projectile might remain inside the Tesla?
There's a good chance they would fall out of the Tesla.
Because the seal is no longer the same as it once was, right?
Correct.